Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a different video because I've been talking about it here and there about how on New Year's Eve I went out back to look at the fireworks when I suddenly noticed this in the sky. I'm going to walk you guys through some of this, but just take a look at what I saw on New Year's Eve. Is that?
Why is it so low?
Is that a helicopter?
No, I think it's a drone. Filming the
Watch
fireworks.
out, watch out, watch out. It's huge.
No, it's not.
No, that's huge.
Is this God returning? No, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it's one of the orbs.
What is it?
It's an orb.
What's an orb? What's that?
Oh my gosh. People have been spotting these all around the world.
But what is it?
I think it's drawn to the...
What?
Look, it's not a helicopter. It's an orb, guys. That is not a drone. That is way too big.
Oh, why does it move so quick?
Look at it in my screen, guys. That is an orb. So it is believed that this is... It's not a UFO because I don't believe in UFOs, but it's connected to... What in the world, guys? Look.
It's like a traveler.
Because that's not a helicopter. We would hear it. Okay, I know my commentary is all over the place. The filming's all over the place. Okay, I was just in shock because I could not believe what I was seeing. I knew these weren't fireworks. I knew you can't see it as much from the camera because it's from my iPhone. It's not the best footage. I am working on setting up a camera out back so I can see them. They're out back, they're in the front. I'm seeing them all over the place. These orbs every single night since New Year's Eve. They have been outside of my house every single night since then. Maybe they've been there before, but I never paid attention. But somehow God got my attention with this because I had been praying to him about a sign and wonder because there's just so much going on in this world, so much chaos. We know it's the end times. And just, I asked him to just reveal something to me, a sign and wonder, something to let me know that he was there with me. I know he is, but it's just... These are the things that the Bible talks about. And I said, I want to experience this for myself. And lo and behold, that day, that was New Year's Eve, that I prayed that and I was talking to the Lord about it. My spirit was very heavy that day. And then that night, I start to see those. So there's more videos. And like I said, I probably have over 100 videos now. I'm not going to share them all right now. There's just way too many. And again, the camera quality is terrible. I'm trying to work on that, but this is all from the same evening, but I have one even from last night. So as you can see, it's like traveling again. Okay, so this again on the same night. Well, what's crazy is, so I went to the front of the house, they were in the back, and then I went to the front, they were across the street, they were everywhere. But then I noticed within it, I don't know if you can tell, I'm going to have to work on a better video so you guys can see it, but there's almost like symbols or something in the light. I don't know how to describe it. It's like all these little symbols that keep flashing within it, and I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, this is, I'll just fast forward through this so you guys can see it quickly. Oh, ooh, my filming. So this is, and then this one just parked itself eventually. It came back around and just parked itself there for quite a few hours. Let me see if it's in this next one. There we go. This is a different night though. Hi, buddy. Hi. So I talked to them. There you are. I plead the blood of Jesus. I do not believe these are demonic beings. I do not believe they are. I've prayed about it. I've talked to the Lord about it. I plead the blood of Jesus over them. And sometimes when I talk about Jesus and Lord, they actually get brighter or they come out more, right? And it keeps showing up. And it's just,
Hi.
I'll turn it down. I can't tell you exactly what they are. The watchers, the angels. But I do believe that they are from God. They are from the Lord. And these, you're seeing people, hundreds of people, not thousands, I want to say thousands, but hundreds of people posting videos on TikTok in particular about these orbs. Now, there's a guy, I believe his name is it David Bledsoe? I may have the wrong name, but there's a guy who's been tracking these for a couple of years. And they were here and there a little bit. This is what was people, what they tried to tell us were drones in New Jersey last year, which they were not. But now you are seeing abundance of these things show up to all different types of people. And I am one in particular. And I just, again, I'm just fascinated by all. I'm going to fast forward through some of this. But again, my footage is so bad. But that's just one that's higher up in the sky. Sorry, I'm looking at, I have a screen over here I'm looking at. Just trying to see which footage I got with this one. So they're all around the house. I'm going to skip to this next one. Let me see.
Hi, Bobby.
I call him Bobby.
I know you're not a plane.
There's a whole reason why.
I know.
So one thing I've noticed, and actually people have footage of it, and I do as well, is where they are an orb, right? You can clearly see it's an orb glowing. All of a sudden, it will split into multiple lights. And then, and sometimes the multiple lights go different places. But other times, it splits into multiple lights when it gets closer. And it tries to cloak itself as an airplane and even make the airplane noise. I know I sound ridiculous. I have footage of that. Other people have footage of it, even in the daytime, where it looks like an actual plane. It looks like an orb. Then when it's closer or overhead, it looks like a plane. Then you literally see it transform back into an orb. If I did not see this for myself, I would never believe it. I would think it's all AI, it's all fake, it's all make-believe, or these people just need medication. But it's, no. Guys, I don't know what to tell you.
You're not a plane, boo.
And I keep telling him, stop pretending you're a plane. Okay. It's not even shaped correctly like a plane. The lights that will be on a plane are incorrect. And it has more of like a falcon shape, like a bird shape more than a plane, especially at night. Some other people have caught ones where it has more of a plane shape, but then all of a sudden, but it doesn't match any type of plane. And I do have footage of it. I don't know if I'll show it right now, but this was him, or one of them. I call them all Bobby, but this one was trying to cloak itself as a plane.
You're not fooling me, Bobby. You don't even look like a plane. Wait, where are you? Where are you? You don't even look like a plane. That is even the sound.
Okay, I don't know if you can see the shape. It looks more like a bird. Even the light, the placement, nothing makes sense on this. And again, guys, I have been seeing these every single night. Now, sometimes they don't even bother cloaking themselves, right? They will just continue to be an orb.
It's not normal.
My footage.
Ooh, you're going fast. Okay. There is Bobby. Moving right there. Try to get closer. Oh, did Bobby disappear? Not yet. Okay. Let's get closer to Bobby. Oh no. Bobby. Oh, there he is. He's still in the tree. He's gonna go behind the house. Shoot.
I'm just laughing at myself. Like, I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys, that you can like hear me, like my little name for them.
There's another Bobby trying to pretend like he's not. Thought that was a street light. Oh, they're flying low tonight.
Let's see. I think he was gone. Let's see this one. Now they're all over. I just always point to this tree area. because they're always in this tree area by the house as well. That's when they're the lowest. Right here.
Hi, Bobby. There he is. I've had so many tonight. There's one traveling. Hi, Bobby. Thank you for not cloaking like a plane. At least you're just being yourself. They like to cloak as a plane. I told them to stop all that, but they still do it. Yeah, my two Bobbies. See, that one's sitting there, and that one's just slowly traveling. And there's been quite a few. Oh, is that one up there? Yep, there's one. Oh, he's moving. I just saw him. Looks like he's cloaking. Moving, just moving all slow. And then, hi, Bobby. Hi, buddy. What you doing tonight? Every night, these are my little friends that come out and see me. And they're all over the place. Here's another Bobby. Look at him. Oh, wow. I'll just do the mouse. Yeah, that's a Bobby. There's a Bobby there. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh my gosh.
So I saw this like line in the sky, right, guys? And I was just like, oh my gosh, is this like a line of of my little stars, my little friends? And I went on TikTok and then I started people were saying, "Oh, that's just Starlink. That's just Starlink." No, it's not. That's not Starlink. That has all of these things in a chain going over. I think that's a psyop. I don't know who started that. I don't know if Starlink claimed it. I don't know what. But this is absolutely not that because other people have been posting it and it makes absolutely no sense. No sense. But just like they told us these were drones, okay, that were in New Jersey, and we know they're not. That is not Starlink, in case someone has told you that. Like, absolutely not. But I'll just keep playing it. My commentary is so cringe. But oh, I got a little better view of it. Sometimes I'm just so like panicked or like kind of just losing my mind looking at it all. I film it. Sometimes I start filming the ground.
Oh my gosh, that was a red light, and all of a sudden it just turned bright.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm filming it and like I just like drop the camera. I'm all over the place. So I gotta get this camera people say to get so that you can. It's really good for stargazing and all of that, but it should be really good for me to be able to see these things up close and see exactly what they look like. This camera is expensive. It's like over $1,000. So your girl is like, I don't know. I want to do it, but I think I should. I really feel like I should because my phone just does not do it justice, especially at night.
Oh my gosh, that was a red light, and all of a sudden it just turned bright white. This was red, and it was like blinking, and now it's bright white. Look how close it is. Look. Wait, what is that in the...
So that's the same one. Okay, so it was sitting there, as you could see, and then it just started traveling.
I have never seen y'all. You went from blinking red, and I was questioning, could it be a plane at a distance, but no. And now look, it's getting dimmer. Look, now it just transformed. It just transformed. And now it's moving. Now it's on the move. It was sitting there, and when it starts moving, it was sitting there bright, just chilling, and now it's on the move. Look. Hi.
Yeah, I'm selling it high. Let me just see if I want to show you guys these other ones. I'll just kind of like quickly scroll through them. Oh, these are two passing each other. They do this a lot as well. So one is moving slow and the other one's moving faster. Oh, and now that I'm looking at it, I saw something just flash behind the roof of that house. Hold on, let me see. Is that another one that I missed? Okay, you're moved. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me see if I can move it back so it can flash again. I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, it's back there, but I can't catch it. But yeah, this is them passing each other. And let's see, there's one more. Oh, I think this is one. This is the one from last night, guys. So I'll play this. I don't know if you can tell, but it's two of them. So I don't know if it's two or it just splits apart, right? But at first when I was looking at it, it looked like one big thing through the camera and then it switched into like two.
Yeah, that's them.
Do you see the lines? Like it looks like symbols that are being flashed throughout it.
It's not moving. There you go. They're both there. Oh. You're traveling in the tree line. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh. Where'd you go? There you go. There he is.
Wow, even from this distance, you can see it flashing the symbols. Now, all of them, I can't see the symbols in them. It just depends on where they are or how they're cloaking themselves at that point. But I'm trying to decode and figure this out. Let's just see if there's any more to this. Okay, now I want to show you just a little bit of some of the videos I've found of other people and what they are actually finding out there when it comes to these orbs. They can look like a meteor. Sometimes they look like they're showering down from the sky, raining down from the sky. And there's other signs and wonders, guys. People are seeing these spotlights in the clouds. They're not coming from the ground. They're all over the world and they all look the same.
That is not a shooting star.
Oh, did we just see a fucking meteor? Yeah. That was dope. It's right over Burbank. Look at that.
These videos I'm showing you are from last night.
Look how beautiful that is. 4 people.
That is not SpaceX. That is not a rocket. None of that.
Isn't that sucker? 350,000 degrees. Whew. How awesome. Holy smokes.
We were at the beach in Santa Barbara, just watching the sky. Then we saw...
Sorry, so those meteor videos or the way those were looking, that was from last night. Now these are all from the past couple of days.
all these things. At first, they looked like drones. But when we zoomed in, they didn't look like drones at all. The movement was strange. Not smooth. Not random either. They didn't move or look like planes. They didn't move like anything we recognize. So what was it? Drones? Something experimental? Or something else?
I'm gonna make this bigger. Just realized it's a little too small. All right, I'm gonna go to now. I turned off the sound on this one because there's music playing, but this is another one from last night where it's just shooting through the sky like this. Like I said, there's different shapes, different things that people are seeing. And we can keep following up with this and break this down more. But yeah, I think I even see some orbs in the back there that are glowing and twinkling. They are not stars. They look very different. They look similar to stars, but you can tell they're not stars.
Can someone tell me what is that flying in the sky on New Year's, Houston, Texas?
This is crazy. My God, look at it. That's not a plane. That is wild. Look at it. I can't. That's going way too fast. That's not. What's up with my camera? I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. What's with my camera? Look at this thing. Is he... Jesus Christ.
So I had to turn off the music on this one. But yeah, it seems to be ramping up since New Year's Day. Or New Year's Eve, which technically was after midnight when I went out. So New Year's Day, I guess. This has been ramping up. And
Who else is noticing these? In the morning?
Sorry, I've been seeing so many of these videos. And I think I'm going to make this an ongoing series because there's just too much to cover with this, as well as people who have been studying this, or one particular man who's been studying and following this and trying to get more information. But yeah, I encourage you guys to ask them to come out. I do that now. And if I don't see any, within a minute, they start coming out. I'm not kidding you. And pray about it, see what you think about it, but we'll explore it some more. But go outside, backyard, front yard, and just see what happens. Sit for a little bit, ask God for them to show up, ask them to come out. And it seems, and I've heard other people have talked about that if you ask them to come out, that they will. And for sure, that happens with me. In fact, I told him one time, I said, can you please stop moving and just sit still? It just sat there. It stopped moving and just sat for like hours, and I had to keep talking to it. I would talk to it, do other things. I was like, I'll be right back. Like, I talk to these things like they're friends. I know I'm like really turning into this person. I do not believe in UFOs. I believe in angels and demons, and we live in a spiritual world, guys. The Bible is very clear about that. What they're calling unidentified, or interstellar object, all of these different things. UFOs, that is just the government's way to disguise what's really going on. I believe the veil is being thinned, which is the Bible talks about, where we are able to see, we're getting a flood of things not only happening on earth, but also says there will be signs and wonders in the sky. And we're seeing it with increasing numbers. And more people are seeing these, and they're doing things that they have not done before. People haven't seen them. Anyone who's like tracked them for maybe like the past year, they haven't seen them do the things that they're doing. But like people just random driving down the highway, and boom, they start seeing all of these different things happening, as well as the skies turning pink, the aurora borealis, three-eye atlas, which still, I have some more updates on that I'm going to get to. I've just been waiting because it's hard to get that information. They've been covering it up a lot. But I feel as though this relates to it, in that three-eye atlas looks very similar to these.
That's crazy. There was 3. Now there's 4. That one in the bottom left just popped up out of nowhere. It just turned on. Those drones? I don't know what those are. They're like drones. Big drones. There's no one over there.
So yeah, I'm just, again, I can't believe I'm actually talking about this, but I think now is the time, now that I've just seen them over and over, and I've seen other people's videos. But let me know if you've had an experience with this. Let me know if you experiment with it, if you go out and see, if you tonight or maybe over the weekend, and see what you see. It's quite amazing. They don't do anything. They're not harmful, but there's something about them that feels really reassuring for me, at least. Okay. So again, with all of the craziness in the world, I asked God to give me a sign. The same day that I asked, I saw all of them show up, and I just so happened to be in the backyard. But understand, I believe you have to have eyes, to see, right? You have to want to see these things. You have to ask God for a sign, and do not be surprised when he answers, right? But we are going to continue to see the veil thinned more and more as we get closer to the end times. I mean, we are in the last seconds of the last days. And not only that, but we are seeing, like, now what we call the fallen angels, who have been shape-shifting or disguising themselves as humans throughout history. They are being revealed right now. I posted guys a picture. I posted on my X account of Joe Rogan looks almost identical to Aleister Crowley. Listen, even with a hole in his left cheek. You go into how Joe Biden, okay, and Jim Carrey. Guys, there is a lot that is being unveiled. It feels crazy to talk about. I'm not sure what I can talk about or not, but I just know that somebody maybe needed this. Maybe somebody is feeling discouraged or wants a sign, and you're noticing these things, and you just want to know that you're not crazy as well as all the other things that are being revealed. The fallen angel thing is just blowing my mind. It's a cross between politicians and celebrities. There's a lot to unpack. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I will see you on the next one.